Hey guys, so my last video got some pretty good feedback on it, so I thought I would sit down and do another video, have a little fun with it. This time I thought I'd talk about something that has gained a lot of attention throughout the world. Magazine articles, books have been written about it, even movies have been made about it, and that is the acts of the Norwegian black metal scene. If you don't know about that, essentially what happened, well, to put a very long story short, some guys in this metal scene in Norway burned down a bunch of churches, desecrated a bunch of graves, and some even committed murder. Um, Before I really get into it, I should just flat out say that I don't endorse church burnings, murder, or grave desecrations, vandalism. It's illegal, so don't do it. That's my logic, at least. Don't do it if it's illegal. Um, I'm probably not going to be talking about the murders that much because people commit murders for all sorts of different reasons, and I don't really know these people's reasons for doing them, so it's none of my business. I shouldn't even fucking talk about it. I will talk about the church burning though, because that's a very interesting topic. Um, so what I think that like why someone would burn down a church. A lot of it, like obviously in the black metal scene, Satanism is a very heavy theme in it. Some people aren't Satanists in the scene; they just use it as a selling point because people like the dark Satanism thing. It is really cool, so that's what makes me buy records. Um, so a lot of people felt, they're Satanists, so they hate Christians and all these other religions, so they're going to burn down their places of worship. Another aspect of it is a lot of these people are from Norway, so they had Viking ancestors, and they thought that the Christians and Catholics and stuff like that had destroyed actually the Viking heritage, and that's why they burned down the churches. Regardless of what their reasons were, that's why they did it. Do I agree with church burnings? I can understand the symbolism behind it, but I don't see the point in actually doing it. Like the symbolism is, here are this church, well, this religion that we view has oppressed us, so we are going to see their place of worship and we're going to torch it. And yeah, as a symbolic act, that makes sense. Here's a symbol of their religion, burn it to the ground, it's gone, it's done with. Once again, the symbolism, I can understand that if you're in that mindset, but I don't think it's really practical to do it, especially in a country like Norway. It's my understanding that in that country that the church and the state are very close knit together. So let's say if you were to burn down a church, the government would pretty much just use its tax dollars to rebuild it. So what's the point of burning something down if the government's just going to use your tax dollars to rebuild it? I don't know if they would do that in Canada or the United States. Uh, I don't think so, but they might. Personally, I think the Catholic Church has more than enough money that they can rebuild their own churches, so I don't see why the government would have to. But who the hell knows? But yeah, don't support it. Don't do it. um, Another thing is, a lot of times when these people burn down a church, it's, like I said before, it's to destroy the symbol of that religion. But a lot of times that when people do these kind of things, it just makes the religious community stronger. So you burn down a church, and then the community, even if these aren't really practicing members of the church, people who are part of the religion will be like, hey, that's not right. They're not going to bully us out of this neighborhood or this country or whatever, so we're going to band together and show them that we're not going to be scared by these Satanists or these Vikings or whatever. So you burn down a church to try to get rid of the congregation, and then the congregation just gets stronger. Yeah, so what's the point of burning something down? Once again, the symbolism is there, and a lot of people like in the scene who did burn down the churches, it inspired a lot of other people to do it. So then it just became this frenzy of one-upmanship. I burned down a church last night. Yeah, well, last week I burned down 2 churches in one night, and I'm more evil and more brutal than you. So, raise the question: was it just a dick waving contest for these people to be accepted into the black metal scene in that country, or did they really just hate the religion so much that they wanted to destroy all the symbols of it? To my understanding is that a lot of people wanted to be a part of it, and the best way to become a part of it was to do something outrageous and then to brag about it to all the other guys and show them how dark and brutal you are. So it's silly, but if you're that desperate to get and be friends with these people and to get into their close-knit black circle, then yeah, I can see a lot of people doing a lot of outrageous things. Once again, as for the murders, I don't think someone would really go to murder to just be a part of a cool scene. But I suppose if they were deranged enough that they would do that, but I don't think a lot of them committed murders just to be a part of it. I think there were a lot of underlying issues, animosity between different people and different groups. Um, yeah, so is it all just to hate a religion? Why would they do it? Because they're Vikings or because they're Satanists? Or just to make friends for a group that's so hardcore and I'm a loner and I can just be in the woods by myself and I would hate everyone, stuff like that. Also, in between all this, they managed to make music too. In between burning down churches and murdering people, yeah, they managed to make music. Some of it was really, really, really good, and some of it was complete garbage. But that's a matter of taste. So who the hell knows? Yeah, what do you guys think of the whole acts of the Norwegian black metal scene? Uh, what do you think of the whole Nazi thing? A lot of people have taken the Nazi thing into it, and uh, NSBM, National Socialist Black Metal. That's something I definitely don't agree with. When I listen to black metal, I don't consider myself some sort of Nazi or hate monger or anything like that. But a lot of the people in the scene making music, well, maybe not a lot of them making music, but some of them making music are definitely into that, and a lot of the fans or some of the fans are really into the whole Nazi thing. So what do you think of that? I can't stand it. I don't think that's a. I don't see the point in it just to be hateful. I guess. Yeah. What do you think? Do you agree with church burnings? Are you against it? The symbolism, the practicality of it? Yeah, tell me what you tell me in the comments what you think. Is it ridiculous? Is it fun? Let me know. Also, comment, subscribe, like, check me out on Instagram. I'll put that in the comments and a little description section there. And yeah, have a great day, guys. Stay metal, stay brutal. Rock on.